It's Andy Austin here with another Q&A. It's only one question actually, on the 3 pillars. So IEMT, 3 pillars model. Now, for those who haven't done the practitioner training, this probably won't make any sense to you. So this is really aimed at the practitioners who've done the training course. Now, as you'll know, the 3 pillars model, in the first column, you've got guilt, shame, regret, remorse. In the middle column, you've got anxiety, panic, and worry. In the third column, you've got anger and temper. And the question is about why is it organized like that when the first column is about the past, the middle column is very much about future, and the third column is about present. Why doesn't it go past, present, future? Which makes sense, really, if you think about it. Because think how we organize our timeline. Past behind me, present here, future in front. Or past to my left, present where I am, future to my right. We like narratives to have a past, present, and future, and follow a linear fashion. Although modern day filmmaking is messing with that concept with the innovation of non-linear, non-sequential storytelling. I'm thinking in terms of things like Quentin Tarantino's movie making style, which jumps around all over the place to narrate the story. I'm just aware we've got strimming now going on. It's one of the problems. The sun comes out, everyone comes out with a strimmer. It's like, why? Why can't they do it on the other days? So why do we have past in the first column, future in the middle column, present in the third column? Well, that's just the sequence by which these emotions tend to flow. This is not the only way those emotions go. Guilt doesn't have to lead to temper. No, I'm sorry. Guilt doesn't have to go to panic or anxiety or worry. It doesn't have to. It can go somewhere else. This is not the only way these emotions connect. The connections that I put up on this pattern, that's the 3 pillars model. That's what this is when it happens like this. It doesn't necessarily mean that guilt will always lead to anxiety, guilt will always lead to panic. It doesn't mean that anxiety is always going to lead to anger. It doesn't. You've got plenty of counterexamples to your own senses you'll be aware of, and your own experiences too. So don't think of this as this thing that's set in stone, that this is how it always happens. No. This is how it can happen for people who are depressed, who have a problem with rule structure in their environment. The 3 pillars model arises when you have inconsistent rule structure. A workplace where you have a manager who manages by emotions rather than by any other method tends to lead to these emotions that you see in the 3 pillars all over the place in the workplace. So this is not the only way it has to be. Now, the time aspect, it doesn't really fit with how we like to think of things in a linear way, but unfortunately that's just the way it is. I can't give you a better explanation than that, other than when you have inconsistent rule structure, people who are guilty worry more about the consequences, and are more likely to do that before they're able to feel angry. Sometimes you see, if I'm made to feel bad in the workplace, I've got a rubbish manager and he's in a mood again and the rules are different again today of how we have to behave, and I've been shamed by him. You know, I've been shamed for whatever petty thing that yesterday I might have been rewarded for, and now I'm going to be anxious about what I do next, what's going to happen next, I've got to go knock on his door, I've got to go and ask him for something, what's going to happen? I might feel anxious about that. Now with a bit of time and I reflect on that might begin to really piss me off, and I might have something to say on it. So now I'm not going to be anxious, I'm going to be angry with the guy. So it's just the way these things connect up. What I'm going to urge you to do, have a look at your own emotional states. And I say this on the practitioner training. Time, how long you can feel things for. Track where each emotion connects up to other emotions. So when you're feeling in a bad mood, note it. Time how long the bad mood lasts. You've got to go take a meta position to your own experience. And then where does the bad mood go to? What is the sequence you go through in order to feel better? Do you have to go and phone a friend and bitch about a thing in order to feel better? Do you have to go through that process first before you feel better? And then when you feel better, how long does that last for? Because you've got transitional emotions, and then you've got much more stable emotions. But an awful lot of emotions are transitional. They enable you to move from one state to another. That's what the 3 pillars is. It's a transitional model by which people are constantly cycling through these emotions, but they haven't got a way out. There isn't an exit for them. And it's usually because they're trapped in a whole bunch of stuff, which is what we deal with in the IEMT. So I'm not sure that's the best explanation I can come up with. I might have a better one in the future. I'm a bit worried about it now. That's a present emotion. So hopefully in the future it will be improved and I can give you a better explanation. But no doubt this one I'm going to start to worry about before I put it live. Should I put it live? And what will happen if? Hopefully you can start to track how these different disparate things within the IEMT model all connect up with each other. Don't think of IEMT as a set of different disparate techniques and methods. They all are interconnected. They're all different explorations of the same thing. But we'll deal with that later in another video.